Gorgeous, welcome back to Exquisite Glow. So today I am going to be showing you guys how I nurse my hands, nails, cuticles back to health. As you can see, they look horrific at the moment, and they look horrific because my anxiety kicked in these last couple of months, and I have just been on a nail biting binge. As you can see, my pointer finger, this one looks like very bad. But I find that when I use nail polish on my nails, I tend to bite less. So I finally have some time to sit here, or to sit down, period, and do my nails. And I thought that I would show you guys what I like to do when I start to, you know, make my nails look nice and, you know, get in the habit of that again for my own like beauty peace of mind for my hands. So the first thing that I like to do is I like to soak my nails in some water. But what I'm also going to be putting in this water is this here. My sister gave this to me. This is a foot soak, but what it does is softens the skin and it moisturizes it. So I'm gonna use it on my hand, and I'm only gonna do one hand on a video, you know, for time's sake. So I'm just going to pour that in there, which I just did. I don't know if the camera caught it. And I'm just going to stick my hand in here, and the water is nice, and it's actually lukewarm because it cooled down during the time of me trying to get this video together, like as in, you know, clarity and all of that. So I like to just kind of keep my hand in there soaked, and while that's soaking here on the side, I'm going to use my other hand to show you what else I'm going to do. So what I like to use is I like to use this Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover, and what this will do, it'll just soften my cuticles and it'll make it easy for me to just push back my cuticles. They say you shouldn't cut your cuticles. Honestly, I've done it before. But I mean, if you push back your cuticles with something like this, a tool like this, your cuticles actually train themselves to stay short instead of them growing over your nail and looking all ugly and stuff and giving you less space for your nail polish. This will allow so that the cuticles stay back and you have more nail bed to do your nails. Now, as to making them grow, I was debating on whether I wanted to show you that first or not. So just to make them grow, this is actually the second bottle. This is IBD. It's called Reconstruct, and this is to rebuild and renew and your nail growth. Rebuild and renew nail growth. So this really helps when I am in a hurry to grow back my nails. So I'm going to be using this for the next 4 weeks at night before I go to bed. I'll just brush this over my nails and go to sleep. So I use that. I just wanted to show you that as well. And then for kind of just to bring back some more nourishment into my cuticles, I like to use this Sally Hansen Vitamin E, and it has a nice little brush in there so you can just swipe it on your nails, just brush it on. So I'll do this like when I feel like I need it. And if I have time to just sit there with wet cuticles, and maybe while watching a movie or something. And then for nighttime, you can either put on a heavy hand cream, or you can use this. This is Rose Salve. This is used for cuticles, your lips, and your elbows, but you can use this at night. Just put this on your cuticles at night and go to bed along with the Reconstruct. So these two together at night is what I'll be using. For the daytime, I like to use hand cream. At the moment, I'm using this one. This is called Hand Food, and it's a hydrating hand cream from Soap & Glory. I love Soap & Glory, and I've been using this one. I've been putting this one in my purse. I alternate between hand creams, but this is the one that I have been using to try to get my hands looking a little better. So I just wanted to shout Soap & Glory out because they have amazing products. Alright, so I think that my hand has been soaking there for about 5 minutes now while I explained everything to you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and take my hand out, kind of throw that water, put that aside, And I'm just going to put my hand on top of this, kind of just dry off my fingers a little bit, because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to apply the Sally Hansen cuticle remover, and I'm just going to apply it where the cuticles are. And with this, because your cuticles are already wet from the water, you can actually start working quickly, and you just use something like this. I think this is just to push back your cuticles and any like growth of skin. So I'm just gonna push this back on all my nails, I mean. And then just kind of scrape off the excess and just kind of clean it off on the side there. This is actually sharp a little bit, so it just kind of scrapes off from your nail any skin that's growing and attached. And it just pushes it back and it kind of cuts it off without cutting the actual cuticle. See how it has all these things that are coming off? That's the gel and dead skin that's coming off of the nail. This is how I do my manicure. I am not a professional manicurist, so I mean, if I'm doing anything wrong or is there something that I should not be doing, you can let me know in the comments below. That way I become more knowledgeable on how to take care of my nails. Let me know as well what you guys like to do to take care of your nails. That way I can pick up on some of your tips and tricks, you know, to help myself as well. Once that is done, I'm going to bring back my bowl and I'm going to put my nails in there one more time and kind of just, you know, clean them off. Just kind of like, you know, clean them off like that. Take off that gel, because you shouldn't have that gel on your cuticles for more than a certain amount of time. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a new little towel here, and I'm going to take this. This is like a little cutter thing. I don't know what it's called, but it cuts. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go along my nail and clean off anything that kind of stayed behind. I'm not cutting off the cuticle. I'm going under it and taking out anything that's under there that usually dries up and sticks to the nail. Just so that I have a nice clean surface to put my polish over. So once you've removed all of that dry cuticle skin around the nails, the next thing you can do, and this is optional depending on your nails, if you feel like your nails have ridges, you can use this buffer to kind of just buff the nail and remove all of the ridges that show up on your nails. If you have smooth nails, you can skip this step. You don't have to do that. I actually have just a little bit of ridges, and I like to go over my nails with a buffer. Especially this one, because it's so short, you can see the layers of the nail where it's growing. And I just want to smooth that out so that when my nail grows, it doesn't grow funky and starts peeling. Once you finish buffing your nails with your nail buffer, that's when you can go in with either your Reconstruct or you can go in with your cuticle oil. I'm actually going to go in with both and just let the Reconstruct sit on top of my nails for a little bit. But I'll also be applying this at night before I go to bed. Once I've applied that, now I'm just going to apply this over on my cuticles, and this is the Sally Hansen Vitamin E. And I'm just putting it all around my cuticles. At this point, once I've applied my cuticle oil, I usually like to massage it around the nails and the cuticle just to make sure that it absorbs into the skin with the warmth of my fingers. I'll let that sit for about 3 to 5 minutes, just making sure that the oil absorbs into my cuticles and nourishes the skin. Once the cuticle oil has been absorbed, go ahead and wash your hands and make sure to dry them really well. If you feel like there are still any oils left over on your nails or any water, you can always spray a little bit of rubbing alcohol and just wipe off the excess alcohol with a cotton round. I'm not doing that today because I don't have any, so I made sure to wait a good amount of time for my nails to dry completely. If there is any moisture left on your nails, you're going to ruin your manicure, because when you put on your nail polish, you'll start seeing little bubbles, and that's the moisture that is trying to rise out of the nails, and that's why you get those bubbles. So to avoid the bubbles, make sure that your nails are completely dry. Now, when I regrow my nails, I usually like to go in with my Nail Envy nail strengthener, and this is the original formula. I swear by this formula. It seriously helps your nails grow so fast. The way to apply this formula is you apply 2 coats on your nails, let them dry, 2 days pass by, and then you apply another coat over top. You do that for about a week, so you'll probably reapply onto your nails for 3 times before you remove the entire polish and start over again. Now today I am going to put in only 1 coat of this formula, because I actually purchased this one here, which is also the original Nail Envy formula nail strengthener, except this one has color in it. And this shade here is called Samoan Sand, and I just purchased this one because it has color, but it's still the same formula. So I'm only going to put on 1 coat of my original colorless formula, and then I'm gonna go over top with 2 coats of the Samoan Sand. Alright, so that is the completed little manicure on one hand, because I can't do both on camera for time's sake. But yeah, that is pretty much what I do to my nails when I'm trying to nurse them back to health. It's a really nice color. As you can see, it's very natural. It's not too much, but you can still see the nail polish, and it's gonna make me not want to bite my nails because there is nail polish on my nails. That was kind of like a tongue twister in a bit, like kind of. But anyways, yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this little tutorial. I hope that you take some tips on products, you know, that I showed you guys that I like to use. Again, tonight I'll be using my Rose Salve, and I'll also be using my Reconstruct formula tonight once my nails, you know, dry. And then for the daily in my bag, I like to keep a hand cream, and right now I am using my Soap & Glory hand food, this one here. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you enjoyed the video, give the video a thumbs up because that's awesome. Thank you so much. Let me know in the comments down below your favorite products to nurse your nails back to health, and I will talk to you soon.